Okay, let's go over homework 3.1, number 7. Alright, so we're looking for the critical numbers of this function g of x. Alright, so let's take the derivative first. Alright, so we're going to take the derivative. So g prime of x is going to be equal to, general power rule. So 8/9 in front. Right, then you have the same quantity, x minus 2. Right, then subtract 1 from the power, so it's going to be negative 1/9 power. Right, then multiply by the derivative of inside, which is 1. So I don't really have to write it, but I'll write it anyway. Right, so you can see that you can rewrite it as, 8 is on top, so this 8 is on top. Right, then 9 is on the bottom. Okay, so that's 9. Alright, because of the negative power right here, so we know that the quantity x minus 2 sits on the denominator. Then you have a 1/9 power. Right, so this is a minus sign. Alright, so you can see that this fraction is never 0 because the numerator is actually 8. So this guy is never 0. So we cannot get critical number by setting equal to 0 because it's never 0. Right? Then another thing we have to look for is this guy undefined at some place? Right? So you can see that here there's a quantity x minus 2 in the denominator, which means that x equals 2. This function is undefined. So you can see that the g prime of 2 is undefined, right? So therefore, that makes x equals 2 a critical number. So critical number would be 2. Right? Then we're going to have to do the number line to determine the increasing, decreasing interval. So here, so just draw a number line. Right? So only critical number we have is x equals 2. So I'll just put 2 right in the middle. Right? Then we'll try to determine the sign. Oh, okay, sorry, maybe I wrote down something wrong. This is 1/9 power. Right? All right. So you can see that here, if you plug in something smaller than 2, for example, let's try 1 or something like that. If you plug in 1, then 1 minus 2 is negative. To the 1/9 power is still negative. Times 9, it's negative. Right? So if you divide positive, divide by negative, it's going to be negative. Right? So you try that number. So we know that it's negative there. So g prime. Right? Then we try something bigger than 2, for example 3. So g prime of 3. You see that the 8 is positive, 9 is positive, 3 minus 2 is positive, so everyone's positive in this case. So therefore you get a positive there, right? Which means that it would be increasing on the interval from 2 to positive infinity. So it's going to start from 2. Then positive infinity, right? And it's decreasing on interval from negative infinity to positive 2. Right? That's it. I hope that this was clear.